Hey everyone, it's Pastor Paul Krampitz, and I am coming to you from my study here at Bethany Lutheran Church. Today I want to show you something that many of you have seen before. This is my infamous black bag. Before we started to do Sunday school openings between our worship services, at the 10:30 service I would use this black bag for a children's message. And it was an object lesson. So the point was that I would have something in the bag that one of the children would bring in, and then I would pull it out and on the spot come up with a lesson based on whatever object the child had brought in. This bag is pretty worn. This was actually made for me by my mom many years ago, and so I think of her every time that I use it. This black bag reminds me of how much I miss having the children around here at Bethany Lutheran Church, both in our preschool and in our Sunday school, and as part of families attending worship service here. So this is kind of a trip down memory lane for me. It's very nostalgic to think of my mom and of the children that I can't see right now. The other thing that this bag calls to mind for me is that I was always surprised by what the child would put in the bag. Do you remember that film, Forrest Gump? The character, Forrest Gump, played wonderfully by Tom Hanks in this famous scene from a movie, is sitting on a bench. I believe it's a bus stop. And he says, "Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get." Well, this black bag was like a box of chocolates. I never knew what I was going to get when I reached in, but that's really kind of a great metaphor for life. I think Forrest Gump had it right. We certainly don't know what we're going to get. Life has a way of surprising us. As much as we make plans for the future, sometimes it seems as though God has other plans. You might be feeling that with me right now as we go through this COVID-19 pandemic. We had great plans for summer vacation. I was going to be attending actually this week a continuing education event, and that can't happen, obviously. We don't know what life is going to spring on us. It could be an unexpected disease, could be a change in our employment. We really don't know what the future holds. What we do know is that God holds us and accompanies us into the future, that we are never left alone, that no matter what life brings, we will go through it with the presence of God right beside us. The risen Christ, by the power of the Holy Spirit, who goes wherever we go. And in fact, as he reminds us in that great farewell discourse, goes ahead of us, prepares a place for us, and will in God's good time return to us and take us so that we might be together with him and with all those who have gone before us. So I don't know what the future is going to bring as I reach into this bag and wonder what might be coming out. So I think about the future and imagine what life will be like, what church will be like, what school will be like 2-3 months from now. We don't know, but we have hope. We wait patiently, and we trust in the promise that whatever life brings, God will be there with us. Until next time, this is Pastor Paul saying goodbye and God bless.